Make sure to subscribe to my channel. I've got dozens of camping and outdoor videos just like this, cooking over the fire, building shelters, winter trips and more adventures coming every week. I'll see you in the next video.